What is this? How can anyone have such a level of magic power? It's unreal.
I have a craving for some star mango gelato.
The shop is like totally in pieces! Who could have done this?
It was those guys standing over there.
That's a lie! The whole thing was your fault!
Oh, and I really wanted some too. Let's go.
Brandish, please wait! It happened because these oafs picked a fight with our soldiers. And I think the only reason they're here is to contact the spy.
I don't care. Now go on and give them back their A+ girls, okay?
Oh, what? But they're some of the best in my entire collection! You even gave the whole idea your blessing. You remember, don't you?
Whoa, what's happening? An earthquake?
Uh-oh!
Carla, take us up! Yes, of course! Hold on! If we're flying up into the sky, shouldn't the ground be getting farther away? We should get over the water!
What's with her?
No way! How strange! The island has somehow changed shape!
Marin, did you not hear what I said?
Right!
I've never seen this kind of magic. Whoa! Lucy! Urza! Hey!
That sucked.
I didn't hurt them. I sent them off to a place where they could chill out. So don't worry, they're all good.
Where were we just now? That was absolutely horrible. We're back on the island. Who is that? Her magic power is off the charts. I don't even know how to describe how strong it feels.
She's more powerful than Gramps.
Who's this girl?
Miss Brandish, don't forget that we were sent all the way out here on a mission to capture the spy and her associates. I don't really want to find out what old Wall will have to say if we come back home empty-handed.
Whatever we choose to do, I doubt Ishgar will be stupid enough to mess with Alvarez.
Though that may be the case. If we say we couldn't even find them, we'll get a big F-, and who wants that?
Honestly, I don't really care.
Not so fast!
Don't be stupid!
You took out one of our friends. You really think we're just gonna let you walk away after that?
No, stand down!
I'm down one too. Now we're even. Does that make things better? I hate dealing with this. There's so much else I'd rather be doing.
He was your guy. How could you?
Why would I waste any more of my time? It's way easier for all of us if I tell everyone back home I got rid of the spy and her little friends. So just stay away from Alcatagia, okay?
Wait, how could she know why we're here?
Makarov's alive, by the way. But if you guys don't behave yourselves, that could easily change. So this is your warning. You'd better run along home or else.
What is she doing?
What the?
Whoa! The island got bigger earlier!
And now it's completely gone!
Alvarez has 11 other wizards just as powerful as I am. So don't be stupid and start a fight you can't win. Got that, Fairytail?
There are that many like her?
So they've already got our whole mission figured out.
We can't beat or fool them.
We'll save Gramps.
Get on! Hurry! I need ropes over here!
Make sure that every citizen is accounted for!
It looks like they'll actually be able to get everybody on the boats.
Yeah, if those fishermen weren't around, this could have been a lot worse.
What just happened? Man, that was freaky. The island was just here and then poof.
Did it just vanish? No. I think that's it there. She shrank it. So her magic can shrink or enlarge things. It's as if she has control of their mass. Quite an effective skill. And it can work on an extremely large scale.
Poor Mest. I hope he's gonna be okay.
What about you?
I'm so sorry, you guys. But I can't use my healing magic right now.
Hey, Happy. Were you able to track down that kid's dad?
Aye. And they seem okay.
Have you seen some girls with cats? I'd like to thank them for their help.
All right. So, what's our next move?
Good question. We should start by finding out...
What's happening? We're disappearing too!
We're fine. It's my magic.
Warning us would have been the considerate thing to do!
Yes! We've stopped moving! So then where have you taken us?
Not far. It's near Caracol Island, but underwater.
Underwater?
Whoa! Look at all the fishies!
But why here?
I was able to get in contact with our spy. She gave me a set of coordinates for a rendezvous.
What a strange place.
Like an underwater temple.
How is there no window here?
Wow, this is so awesome! I can just dive right in!
I'm not sure that's a good idea, Natsu.
Crazy! A house like this? What now?
Mest!
I don't know.
The building's moving. What's happening?
No! Please! Stay still! I'm glad you've come. Huh? Did you hear someone? Welcome to the Mobile Temple Olympia. I'm your captain, Serrano. It's Angel! I don't understand.
Why are you in a swimsuit?
Because we're in the water. Hey, put your clothes back on!
Sorry.
Hold on, is she the spy? Uh-huh, that would be me.
As you know, the former Arashi-owned Seis are working with Jalal as part of Crime Sorcière, so we asked for their help with this.
There a reason you didn't call on Cobra?
We couldn't risk him hearing certain things that need to remain confidential.
I don't believe our paths have crossed since that infinity clock ordeal. It's so nice to see you all. Oh. You do realize your cover was blown.
So you fled to Caracol Island.
Which was promptly wiped out. It's not my fault! I barely escaped alive, you know?
That's quite surprising coming from you.
Well, as it turns out, I owe Mest a little favor now. So I'll help you this time. But don't be fooled into thinking we're partners. We appreciate it, Angel. I mean, Serrano. Don't forget, I'm the one who killed Karen. She tested my nerves, too.
Calm down, Serrano.
Okay, fine. I have a question. Does anyone know where this thing is taking us?
Straight to hell.
We're going to your master, Makarov.
Wait, you really know where they're keeping him?
Aren't I the best?
I must ask, Makarov, have you heard the chatter of late regarding Fairytail? To be quite honest, I do find it all shocking. But surely you expected that.
No, you misunderstand. I'm not referring to the guild. What I'm surprised by is your Emperor's disposition, because my preconceived notions led me to believe that he'd be more of a
harsh dictator?
Perhaps not those words exactly, but I think you get my drift.
Always got diplomacy on your mind, eh?
A year ago, I would never have imagined I'd be formally accepted as a guest of the Empire, much less given any chance to negotiate. Although, to be fair, I've only dealt with you as of yet.
His Majesty has been away from the castle for a long time indeed, indulging his wandering nature.
Yes, his agreeance to speak with an old man who has no influence struck me as unique.
I'd say your influence is evidenced by the value of the cards you hold.
You've told me his so-called shields are hot-tempered, but he can quell their aggression. That he could see a way forward without any blood being shed.
Her Majesty is nothing if not gracious.
I must say it's a stark contrast to his reputation throughout Ishgard as a fearsome warrior who conquered Alakatashia's guilds by force.
It's typical for those who make history to have many facets. After all, he is our ruler.
No matter how hard I try, Yajil, I just can't seem to beat you at a hand of Rajenka.
You should know better, Makarov. The key to winning the game is to hold on to the goddess.
His Majesty has returned!
I can't believe he's been gone a whole year!
Clear a path for Emperor Spriggan!
Hobby, speak of the devil.
I've waited so long for this.
It's as I've told you. Emperor Spriggan has been made aware of Ishgar's appeal for non-aggression, and when he gives his formal endorsement, his 12 shields will fall in line.
I'm overwhelmed.
Once all this is over, you'll be free to return home, I'm sure.
I'm ready for that. My children are waiting for me.
He has the gift of youthful radiance, something I haven't possessed in decades.
Sheriff?
Welcome home, Your Majesty. A pleasure.
Good to see you too, Invel. I realize this is sudden, but could you assemble the 12?
That will take time. If only I could predict the haphazard arrival of spring's first breeze, I could have already had them assembled here.
So I'm as capricious as the wind, am I?
Gale force. Or a dark cloud. No. More like a thunderstorm of death. But a spring breeze? That doesn't begin to capture the gravity.
He's like a desert. That's what I'd say. A sandstorm bringing death far and wide over the land.
Temeria, Agil, what colorful imagery.
Have you two no manners? How dare you speak to His Majesty this way?
I do appreciate their candor.
Am I to take it your travels have ended, Your Majesty? You seem to be in very good spirits, my lord.
Suppose I am.
Does this mean you've found the answer you were looking for? About Ragnarok, that is.
In Ishgard, it's known as the Dragon King Festival.
So we're gonna battle! Yes! That's great!
Your Majesty, I am truly delighted to see you have returned home from your long journey safe and sound. No, heavens!
There's no reason for worry. Angselm has been rather charitable these past few years.
Good to hear, my lord, but I find it best to exercise proper caution in the presence of such greatness. I believe you may be aware. An emissary all the way from the continent of Ishgard arrived while you were away.
I've heard, yes.
He is quite insistent on meeting with your Majesty as soon as possible, so I was hoping you'd humor him with an audience.
But why would he? You know there is a proper protocol for this. Has he filled out the paperwork?
I'd love to.
First, let me say it's an honor to meet you, Your Majesty.
I wish to speak with this man in private.
I confess I'm a bit puzzled regarding your true identity. Are you Emperor Spriggan or are you Zareth?
They are one and the same. To those in Ishgard, I am Zareth. In Alakatasha, I am Spriggan. Though, if I had to choose between the two, I'd say Zareth. For 400 years, I wandered far and wide, searching to find my purpose for living in this world. But during that time, I also prepared for the Dragon King Festival. A few hundred years ago, I made a decision to create a country here in Alakatasha. It was a small fledgling thing at first, but gradually we absorbed one guild after another. Before too long, it had grown into the kind of vast amalgamation one might call an empire.
All of this was with the goal of obtaining the Lumen Histoire?
There's no use in trying to deceive me. Let's just call it by its official name. The supreme arcane magic that surpasses even the 3 grand fairy spells. Fairy Heart.
It's all making a lot more sense to me now. The Alvarez Empire is hell-bent on getting the fairy heart because of who you are.
Yes, that's true. But I've only recently decided that's what I truly want. Initially, I built this empire to be strong enough to go against Technologia, to kill him. The attempted invasion a decade ago was not my doing. As a master of your own guild, I'm sure you're familiar with unruly children. However, I made the decision to stop them, because I knew that it was not yet time.
So you're saying the Council's weapons, the Etherion cannon, and the face system weren't what turned you away?
Oh, they were factors, of course. Our side would have suffered heavy losses for sure. But I'm positive that the Alvarez Empire I've built today could confidently take on Ishgard as well as Technologia.
That's to say there's no room for negotiation?
Unfortunately, no. For the real Dragon King Festival is about to begin. The Black Wizard, the King of the Dragons, and you mortals. The time has come to decide who will live and who will die.
So your plan is to start a war?
No, an extermination.
I will not allow you to have our first master!
I'd be remiss if I didn't offer you my sincere gratitude. I truly appreciate you raising Natsu for me. So I'll put an end to your suffering quickly. Then I'll deliver your body unto Natsu himself. He'll be so angry. Perhaps it'll be enough to destroy me. Are there any last words you'd like me to pass along?
You hideous soul! You demon!
Close, old man. But the meaning of the name Spriggan is much more akin to hideous fairy.
It's Gramps! Hey, Gramps!
My children are here.
Guys, I saw Zareth. He was with Zareth.
You sure?
Natsu, after all this time, you've come.